So I want to first start off this saying this, because I'm going to say something and I just want to say it to basically get some minds rolling. You understand what I mean? Get some minds thinking. Because truth be told, I understand that there's good stories out there with women being the female operated, directed, women actually owning the aspect of the hero's journey, right? It's some good stories out there with women playing the hero, right? But we're talking about Disney. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about specifically Disney. Do not give me the aspect of what about this movieism. Do not do the whataboutisms in this. I'm specifically talking about Disney and how they handle female hero story, because I have some takes and I have some opinions on it. We're going to go into those opinions later on. But yeah, I understand that there's directors that know how to fucking direct. But let's be clear. Disney puts their hand in the pot, tastes it, says it's too sweet. We need this shit salty. We need this shit. We need to make sure that we stir in the pot in these motherfuckers. And that's what they do. It's just that it backfired on them. So again, I understand that there's good female hero tropes, and Disney clearly does not know how to handle that or how to tell a story. And like the title says, it does do a disservice to women, because it makes them seem as though they're mainly focused on man. As much as we talk about the aspect of women saying that they don't want to be in the male gaze, right? Why are you telling a story about a woman trying to overcome men? It's like, you understand what I mean? Like, we get it. We understand that some of y'all hate us, hate our fucking guts. We get that. Can we tell a story other than that? Can you be more like, does it have to be like, I hate your fucking guts because you have a dick and balls? Like, can it be actually about a monster that came into the planet and they're literally trying to destroy the monster from the inside out, and actually getting in a character development of how they go from not knowing the monster to knowing the monster being present, to actually building weapons to get the monster up out of here, to joining a force, to having a community of people, men and women, or shit, even just women. Don't do that, Disney. Do not do that. We got enough of that. The Wakanda shit, please don't do that again. Please don't do that again, because you don't even realize that those women own slaves. But we don't want to talk about that. Let's just go on to this, because you see where I'm going with this. It gets kind of crazy. But that's all I wanted to say. We're going to talk about it. So I'm pretty sure that y'all heard all of the news. Let me change this shit real quick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that y'all heard all of the news going on. That shit ain't even fucking working. Give me a minute, y'all. Yeah, all of the news going on with the whole aspect of Disney. I don't know if you can call this shit an apology. I don't know what you should be told. I don't know what you want to call this shit. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, because it's not an apology to me. It's kind of like the Sha'Carri Richardson shit, to be honest with you. It's like the Sha'Carri Richardson shit where she basically says, hey, I'm sorry that you feel this way. I'm sorry that you feel this way. But, it just is what it is. I mean, technically, I'm being facetious. Technically, Sha'Carri Richardson did apologize, right? But with Sha'Carri Richardson apology, she kind of just gave it to the public. She said that I'm sorry to the fans and family members and friends, right? Who she should have was the young man in question that she incriminated and said that he should also be brought to jail. It was very brief. It's very... all I'm going to say is, if I was the dude, which I'm not, I clearly get that I'm not. I see the sentiments on both women and men saying that apology was bullshit. But if I was the man, I'm gonna accept that apology. It's just that I'm gonna keep that same energy. You understand what I mean? It was very short. If you're not as boisterous in condemning me, like literally throwing my name and calling my name while you're being the one that's being arrested, oh, you was mushing me against the wall. If you're not as boisterous with that apology as you are when you are in the act of doing what you did to me for some fucking headphones, now I'm gonna keep the same energy. I'm gonna keep it cordial, but I'm gonna keep the same energy. Now we're here with this whole, I want to say this whole debate with Marvel. So this I got 3 points to make on this Marvel shit, and I'm gonna just keep it brief because I know my shits be long. I know Grandpa be long, Aunt be long with it. But the first thing I'm gonna talk about, well, we're gonna first go over this video by Dr. T. Hassan Johnson. I fuck with a lot of his works, but the sentiment behind this video is basically Disney is apologizing. Why are they apologizing? I won't even call it an apology. They're basically quote unquote apologizing for the fact that they have not been inclusive for their main base of men, right? But there's, even with that, they're not even, fuck the older men, you know what I mean? Fuck them, they old, you know what I mean? Like, we don't watch Star Wars no more. We don't care for Marvel. We don't go out and see the movies, buy the comics, support the arts. Like, you know, fuck them. We're talking about the young, you know, up and coming, because we want to make sure that y'all are spending money. Meanwhile, they don't realize that it's coming from the motherfuckers as being the fathers that's raising these motherfuckers. That's why you even have a fucking, that's neither here nor there. But the quote unquote apology, this is my take. It's a hot take, but this is my take on it, and this is my humble opinion on it. They're getting the short, that's not even the best way to describe it. The money is coming up short. I just don't know how to say it. The money is coming up short. They're no longer getting the backing, because women go out to see the movies. I'm not gonna hold you. Women do probably go out to see the movies in a mass majority, but they're not out here buying the products as much as they used to. You know what I mean? Well, I say as much as they used to. Well, men are no longer buying the products as much as they used to. Let me just keep that above, because when you buy a Superman nowadays, no matter what generation of Superman it is, when you see the Superman movie that came out, you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Like, it does not matter what generation, because you can go and be like, yeah, this is the specific Superman. Like, fuck that other Superman. Nobody even wants to do that no more. This is just my take, my opinion on it. But basics, all of that to the side, all I'm saying is the products that they're selling is not hitting the way it used to hit. Like, they're not getting they're not meeting the quotas that they used to hit. So they basically get this backhanded ass apology, which we're gonna go over. And this is the hot take. I want to just say it straight up. I'm trying to slowly but surely ease it in. You feel me? But this is the hot take. The hot take is that the fact that art imitates life. We're gonna start there. Art imitates life, right? As much as we see men in these movies that they so-called, we're tired of seeing that. Cool. When you pull women into these stories, why do you do it based off of this fucking gender war shit? The reason why I say that is, we're going to go over, well, I guess I'm not sure. There's multiple scenes that you can go to when they put a woman in charge, in lead. It's more so not so much to conquer the dragon, but it's to conquer the man. The hero story. We always talk about the hero story, right? When we talk about technically the hero, right? Art imitates life. The reason why I bring that up is because the aspect of to have the hero story with men. The men go out and beat the monster, beat the dragon, beat whatever monster or alien or whatever, right? And they come back and they defeat it. But with a lot of these women's stories within these Marvel universes, within these Disney movies, specifically just movies and shows probably, it's the man is the monster. The man is the dragon. They conquer the man. That's not a good story. That's not even a story. You understand what I mean? That's you know what I mean? That's for lack of better words, is that propaganda? You get where I'm getting at. All I'm gonna say is this, and I'm gonna say it. The reason why I say art imitates life is because the way that we treat women is like children, and we treat women like children in the aspect of they do not build character. To build character, you have to punish women for when they do wrong. How many times do you see women being punished when they do wrong? We can go to 3 cases. Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, right? Jonathan Major, the white girl that basically got away with. We seen what they did with both of those two. Just those two, right? Did they do anything to punish those women for their false accusations? But they ripped everything from those men. We're going to go to the most recent case, Sha'Carri Richardson. They did not only not, and that's not even a Marvel shit. They didn't even not, this is just art imitating life. That's what I'm bringing this up. They did not only not punish for her for what she did wrong. Yes, she went to jail. Cool. Some people say that that was too much. Some men say that that was too much. Mark Lamont Hill. I get where you're coming from when you want to talk about that black aspect. But when those people, meaning those black women, those specific group of black women do not understand the context of being black in America, they promoted Sha'Carri Richardson. Nike specifically promoted Sha'Carri Richardson, gave her a shoe. Art imitates life. I keep bringing that up because when we see the hero story with men, a lot of the times with those stories, when they do bad in those stories, especially nowadays, I ain't talking about the older stories. Listen, there's probably some wild ass fucking Marvel movies where they did bad and they were promoted. I'm sorry, but nobody nobody cares for the Griffith. And if you do, you are you're an evil person. Listen, come here. You're an evil person if you fuck with Griffith. Okay? All you motherfuckers that say Griffith did nothing wrong, something is fucking wrong with you. I digress. The main thing we want to focus on the aspect is if we're going to build a story around women, right, to promote their hero story, why must their monster or their dragon be men? Because a lot of the times when they do these, case in point, Thunderbolts was a good movie. I like Thunderbolts. I'm just going to be honest with you. Yes, I get it. People don't like the girl that plays the main character. I think she did pretty good. It wasn't that bad to me. And it seemed like it's like a ragtag Suicide Squad type of thing. Speaking of Suicide Squad, I heard that was on some, I'm just going to be honest. They said that was on some woke shit. I didn't see it because I didn't want to see a movie that, people were already saying, nah, this ain't it. I'm going to try to watch it. I'm not paying to watch it, but I'm going to try to watch it. That's all I'm going to say. But Thunderbolts was pretty good to me. I actually went to see it and it was pretty good to me. I liked it. But I don't think that we're in a place or in a time to basically have women understand the repercussions of what they do. Going back to the art imitates life, because we wouldn't be in the space that we're at when it comes to how we deal with, quote unquote, punishing women's wrongdoings. They don't even want to. We're in a place now in 2025 where they don't even want to assign the father at birth, the biological father at birth, who he is. They don't even want to do that. It's a word for it. Basically, you all know what I'm talking about. When you have a baby nowadays, a lot of what do you call it? Something fraud, paternity fraud. Even that is kind of like, what is paternity fraud? Do they actually have to pay back the money that they've already paid to the government? You understand what I mean? I guess it's different for each case, but we're living in a country where some of the women are literally fighting against the fact that when the baby comes out of that woman's pussy, I shouldn't say the pussy, we're on YouTube. When a baby comes out that woman's vagina and pussy, I keep seeing it in my head. When she has that baby, they should automatically take the blood from that baby, take the blood from that mother, take the blood from the father that's present, right? Is this man's child? There are women in this day and age that are fighting against that. And there's so many men. I just think about the black men that go through this. There's so many men that literally be like, that's my child. I don't give a fuck, because they was raised to be like that, right? The man that stepped up type shit, right? And it's like the principle of this shit. It's the principle. It's the principle, my nigga. But I digress. We're going all off into paternity and all that shit. All I'm saying is art imitates life. So the reason why I keep bringing it up is you get so many of these bad stories with the women dominated, female dominated roles of conquering men, because men are the monsters, men are the dragons of the worlds. And these are bad stories because it's, first of all, repetitive. It's low hanging fruit. It's lackluster. You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't think of anything else but man wrong, her, man. You know what I mean? Nothing else. We're gonna go into the apology that they go into. It just really is kind of sad. It's like, it's not even kind of sad. It is sad.
Seeks original IP to win back Gen Z men amid Marvel Lucasfilm struggles. Now, I'm going to say straight off, I'm not against original IPs. I know it's, kind of the trend right now to hate everything that's reboot oriented or whatever, but I don't think that's been the problem, really. It's not the reboots that are the issue. It's the approach, right? And we're going to get into a little more of that as we go. So let's just kind of delve through this a little bit. So this came out August 21st, 2025, of course, written by Matt Donnelly. And it reads, I'm going to skip past a little bit of the fluff and just get to it. So leadership at Walt Disney Studios has been pressing Hollywood creatives in recent months. Multiple sources tell Variety for movies that will bring young men back to the brand in a meaningful way. Young men is defined here by sources as ages 13 to 28, aka Gen Z. Now, this is already a bit of a problem in my book that you're targeting such a young demographic when you got millennials and Gen Xers that are happy to support some good quality content. So
they don't care because it's like they mainly want to focus on the kids. You know what I mean? It just is what it is, man. I think about the aspect of you would think that they will want to target the family. You know what I mean? But the way that they're doing it, it's like, you know what I mean? It's very much, as the African diaspora would say, it's divisive. It's very divisive. Let's just talk about that aspect right there. Numerous studies show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who are hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns. Whoever wrote this article is definitely a fucking feminist. Like, no doubts about that. Because it's like, this is the backhanded apology part. Because it's like, I don't know if it's literally Disney that's apologizing, but this Variety article is not, this ain't it, chief. This ain't it. Not the easiest segment to grasp. That's what they add on to the end. I just got to read that. Just let me read that again to you. Numerous studies show that Gen Z men in particular are a lonely, gaming-obsessed group who are hampered in their formative years by COVID-19 lockdowns. Not the easiest segment to grasp. As if they're dumb. As if men are fucking illiterate and dumb. But what's surprising, producers, writers, and other partners in the larger industry is that Disney has been calling for original concepts to lure the demo back to the movies, the demographic. It's a backhanded compliment. It's you could stop right there because it just gets worse. It just gets worse from here. But we're gonna continue. Or outside of their use to specifically women, rather than the group, used to the group, like how you can help yourself and women. It's to specifically help women. And as much as we say, the first thing that comes to mind is, we're going to go back because this is a black channel. Our black women are women. You know what I mean? We talk about that a lot here, right? And when you have a group of women, a large demographic that keeps saying that we're not owned by you, so leave us the fuck alone. We don't feel safe around you. We feel like, you know what I mean? If you keep hearing that repeatedly from women that look like got your same skin tone and everything, you start to be like, maybe I should stay the fuck away from you. Maybe I should stay the farthest fuck away from you as I possibly can. Specifically your group. I know that there are some black women that understand it's not that big of a fucking deal. We can interact with each other. But y'all motherfuckers on this internet, y'all be saying some crazy shit sometimes. And I be like, bruh, ain't no way. It's like some of the shit that y'all be saying, y'all be literally losing y'all jobs. There's black women that have lost their jobs for the shit that they've said against black men because it's that diabolical. It's that fucked up. I'm just saying, bro. At some point, we have to be like, are black women are women if they speak so, you know what I mean, bad upon black men? I get it. Not all, not all, not all. I'm not talking about all. I'm talking about specific group. And y'all know the ones that keep saying that not all, y'all know the groups. I know that they came across your TikToks, your Instagrams. You scrolled a couple of times and say, you know what? I think I'm going to unfollow you. I think I'm gonna unfollow you because you a little bit too mad at black men. I think you a little bit too fucking mad. I know. I got some women that follow me and be like, you know what? I'm gonna just because it's some men that I got to do that shit to. It's some men that I have to do that shit to. Like maybe you a little bit too. Your foot is too hard on the gas. Like I try to give people empathy and grace, but back to back, I start to realize, okay, you're trying to sell me like this facade of this persona of who you are. You know what I mean? Because outside of this, you're going probably to a fucking grocery store, going to a restaurant. You can be nice and courteous to women outside of this shit. Why do you get on the internet and have this persona? You know what I mean? Like that's, and some people even because of my sentiments of calling out the bullshit and basically wanting everything to be on an equal plane, some women have even said things like, well, some women have unfollowed me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Don't know what to say to you, but hey, bye. Because if me bringing it to the forefront and addressing it and having wanting to have a conversation about it, cool. We can have a conversation about it. You bring your points, I bring mine. You bring your perspective, I bring my perspective. That's all I'm giving you is my perspective. If you're mad at my perspective and I'm being nice, trying to be nice about it. Like I'm not out here saying all women are fucking evil. I'm not saying that shit. I'm saying that there's a majority that is basically predominantly dominating the media waves, the social media avenues. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck with the women that are quote unquote getting on the side. The Jasmine, what's her name that got with the girl that got with Cam Newton? What's the name, girl? The girl name is, she was a whole I'm against pick me shit. She flipped the tune as soon as she got with Cam Newton. She was literally promoting the fact that you are some weak ass motherfucking bitches if you go out here and simp to a nigga. And guess what the fuck she doing? It's the persona. Do you really like the shit that you see, or do you like how they sold it to you? And she was selling it to you because she got with that Cam Newton dude so fucking fast. And now I'm hearing shit like she's talking about, I don't want to have a son because if I have a son, then I'll have to raise him into a man that I've never experienced. What the fuck does that? I'm gonna calm down because it's like, that's a trigger. And I talk about triggers a lot. What? Are you serious? Jasmine, are you fucking serious? So you're scared of the fact that you're gonna raise a child of a man that you never experienced. If that's not trauma, if that's got all that money, did it work? Did it matter? Are you in a better place? That's some sick shit, man. That's some sick fucking shit, bruh. Because again, she was one of those women that had the persona of fuck these men, then flipped over the persona to I love my man, I love my man, my man, my man, my man. And it's like women were on both sides of the fence, like, yes. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like that goes back to the whole toxic aspirations. Because I feel like it's a mental fucking illness. Who are you? Who are you? What do you stand for? Same thing. I go to these quote unquote apologies. Who are you? What do you stand for? You know what I mean? As a woman, as a black woman, as a black man, who are you? Not the politically correct shit. Yes, we can try not to offend everybody, but that's not, you can't do that in this world. You can literally breathe. You can breathe wrong, burp wrong, fart wrong, it's an offense. So it's like it is what you cannot be human. You cannot make mistakes. Yes, Sha'Carri Richardson made a mistake. She apologized, right? It's not enough. Even I admit that shit. Yes, even me. I don't think it was enough personally. Meaning, if I was in a relationship with her and she apologized to the world but didn't apologize to me, I'm out. It wouldn't even get to that point, but I'm already out. You don't put your hands on me. I have the right to have my emotions. You know what I mean? I have the right to have my boundaries. Yeah, it just is what it is. It just makes me think about a lot of shit. Let me go back to this. At all. Excuse me. It's a lack of respect of their humanity. You understand what I mean? It's like, I'm going to just give this to him, just to say that I gave it to him. So it's like, get out my face after I give it to you. It's like the motherfuckers that give you crumbs after you ask, please, sir, can I have some more? And they give you some crumbs. Like, get the fuck out my face. God damn, I'm always giving you, I'm giving you the most. I'm doing the most for your ass. Nigga, calm down. I get it. I'm grateful for the crumbs. But calm down. It wasn't that big of a deal. It's you just gave me crumbs. But thank you. But it was just crumbs. Like, you toss them damn crumbs to the side, be like, get the fuck out my damn face. I'm gonna end it right there. I think I'll get where I'm coming from. Yeah, I think I'll get where I'm coming from. Like I said before, my main thing is my hot take. My hot take is that the aspect of them going so hard about this quote unquote apology, which is a backhanded apology for lack of better words, but the art imitates life, right? When we start seeing women being punished as much as men are punished, which we won't, just let's call it what it is, we won't. When we start seeing that though, I just seen something with Teacher Bay. Don't look that up on TikTok. Teacher Bay is basically some type of, all I'm gonna say is if men did this shit, it would be considered pedophilia. And because it's a woman, again, no sense of urgency of reprimanding, repercussions, responsibility, accountability. Art imitates life. When we make these movies about women, they're conquering the patriarchy, the man. We are the monsters. We are the dragons that they conquer in these movies. Nobody wants to see that, Disney. Nobody wants to see that shit. And even the young girls that do want to see that, they grow up and realize they've been sold a bag of horse shit. Because then they realize, I can't do the same thing that they do in these movies. You understand what I mean? I seen the little take by let me see. I'm gonna go to it. Give me a minute. Now, this is Sydney Watson. I just came across her show. Her. Oh, that's another thing. They put $1 billion inside of Fortnite. I'm not sure if y'all remember that. And then they said they did Harrison Ford's Indiana Jones movie so wrong. I didn't even see that. I don't know what happened, but they said that it was a new character, and it kind of, I feel like they did the whole killed off the man like they did in Last of Us, just very abruptly. So yeah, She-Hulk. It was just one scene in She-Hulk that they talked about. You see what I mean? Like when you put that inside of your Disney films over and 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 over again, you get what you get. Is it working? Is it working? Clearly it's not working because you're calling back the same group that you said fuck them. It's clearly not working. So, with that being said, can we now, going forward, Disney, can we see men as human? Can we see men as maybe make mistakes sometimes? Yes, I get it. A human making mistakes? Oh my God. Can we also look at the aspect of showing more empathy to both sides? I'll even give it to both sides. Showing more empathy to both sides. I just want equal. I just want some type of like equivalent exchange in this bitch. Can we get some full metal in this bitch? Equivalent exchange. Because again, we go back to the cases of Johnny Depp. We go back to the cases of Amber Heard. We go back to the cases of Jonathan Majors. Y'all ripped them shit so fast we couldn't even see it. Y'all ripped them shit so fast, and because of y'all ripping those positions from those men, without proving guilty before proven innocent, like a lot of the times is the case with y'all. They are no longer, because of that, the public's eyes already be like, well, I mean, if Disney ripped it from him, he might have done it. He may have done it. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that Johnny Depp was a fucking angel throughout that shit. It was definitely traumatic. It was definitely trauma bonding on both of those sides. I'm even giving it to the Jonathan Majors. He was definitely trauma bonding with that woman. He was calling, "Are you my Coretta?" to that damn white woman. It was something traumatic that happened to him for him to even say some shit like that to a white woman. I don't know how we even got to this. All I'm saying is keep the same energy, Disney. And truth be told, I'm of the belief that I'm cool on a lot of Disney movies. Shit, I'm cool on a lot of Marvel, DC movies. If it just gives the inkling of Dragon Age, Velguard type of shit, when you're trying to like, no, stop it. Like that type of energy, I'm cool. I'm cool, bruh. Like, go ahead, pirate, like shiver me timbers, dog. I'm pirating that whole shit. I'm pirating the movies, pirating the games. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm gonna pirate that shit because ain't no way. When I already hear the sentiment behind the shit, I'm not going out and paying $20 to $40 to go to see the movie. For what? For what? I'm cool on that. But again, I do want to give some leeway of prove that you're serious, Disney. Prove that you're serious, and please don't let Variety write for you anymore. Don't let Variety tell your stories, because whoever the fuck is writing that, it's kind of like, here, just take this fucking half-ass apology and get the fuck out my face type shit. It's very backhanded with this Variety, and whoever wrote this shit, it was horrible. Don't even want to give them, like, I was gonna look up their name and I'm like, you know who you are. You ain't shit for that. But like that said, we'll get the fuck up out of here. We doing 37 minutes. Ugh, I don't even like doing that shit. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that Disney apology shit. It wasn't really an apology. It was really a backhanded apology. Well, don't worry. All right, y'all be good, man. And like that, we gone.